Among all the indicators on TradingView, which indicators should I use? This is the most common question on my channel, and in this video, I'm gonna answer this question. We have different types of indicators, and each type has its own use cases in trading. Basically, we can categorize indicators into trend indicators, range indicators, momentum indicators, volatility indicators, volume indicators, price action indicators, and indicators related to SMC method of trading. In this video, I'm going to introduce 3 indicators for each category that in my opinion, they are the best, but please pay attention that depending on your trading strategy, you need to choose a proper category of indicators, which I will explain it at the end of this video. Before I start explaining the categories and indicators, if you like my contents, please support the channel by liking the video and subscribing to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Alright, let's begin with the first category, trend indicators. Trend indicators are indicators that can help you with trend identification. The basic form of a trend indicator is moving average, but I'm going to introduce more advanced indicators rather than just a basic moving average. The first indicator that I want to introduce is RMI Trend Sniper, this one, which is written by TZAC88. Alright, this is the indicator and it's one of the best trend indicators on TradingView. This indicator is built based on RSI and MFI, and by considering both of price momentum and volume, it can effectively help us with trend identification. Working with this indicator is very simple. When the price is above the line and the line is blue, the market is trending up, and when the price is below the line and the line is red, the market is trending down. Alright, the second indicator is alpha trend, this one, which is written by Kivang Ozbilgik. Alright, this is the indicator and it's one of the best indicators for trend identification. In this indicator, ATR and MFI are used, so volatility and volume are also considered in this indicator, and this makes the indicator to perform very well. This indicator is also similar to the previous indicator, but with the default settings, the lines are moving closer to the price action, which in the settings of the indicator, by increasing the multiplier, you can change the distance of the line from the price action. And the third indicator, pivot point super trend, this one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by someone named Lonesome the Blue. Alright, this is the indicator, which is a newer version of super trend indicator. As you know, super trend is a popular trend indicator and many traders use it in their trading strategies. This new version of super trend also considers pivot points on the price chart, so in some situations it can perform better than the original super trend. Similar to the original super trend, when the price is above the line and the line is green, it tells us that the market is trending up, and when the price is below the line and the line is red, it tells us that the market is trending down. Please pay attention that in trend indicators, better not to focus on the buy-sell signals based on the changing points of the indicator unless you are taking them in the same direction with the longer term trend of the market. I recommend to use trend indicators for trend identification, meaning for example here when the line is green, we say that the market is trending up and we should look for long position opportunities, and when the line is red, we look for short position opportunities. Alright, the next category of indicators, range indicators. These types of indicators help you with times that the market is not trending, so you can identify non-trending market when the price is in a trading range and moving flat. The first indicator that I want to introduce is ADX, this one, Average Directional Index, and it's one of the most popular and commonly used indicator for this purpose. Working with this indicator is very simple. In times that ADX line is below 20, the price is moving flat, and in times that ADX line is above 20, the price is either advancing or declining. This is a non-directional indicator. It only tells you if the market is trending or not trending. The next indicator is Andean Oscillator, this one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by Alex Grover. This indicator is also one of the most powerful indicator that can help you to know when the market is trending and when not trending. As you can see, we have 3 lines here, green, orange, and red. When the green line is above the other two, it tells us that the price is advancing. When the red line is above the other two, it tells us that the price is declining. And in times that the orange line is above the other two, it tells us that the price is moving flat. And the third indicator, Kurotoga histogram, this one, which is written by D7R. Alright, this is the indicator which can help us to know when the price is moving flat, and it can help you with shorter term flat market, for example in the pullbacks. In times that the histogram is only on one side, it shows that the price is moving in that direction. Above the center line and green, the price is advancing, and below the center line and red, the price is declining. But in times that at the same time we have both of the histogram above and below the center line, it shows that the trend is losing a strength, which could be either for a pullback or flat market. Alright, the next category, momentum indicators. Momentum indicators can also be used for trend identification, but they can also show momentum changes within a trend. So they can show more information. So besides helping with trends, they can also help us with overbought and oversold conditions, divergences, and buy-sell signals based on the momentum changes. The first one that I want to introduce is MACD. This one, moving average convergence divergence. And definitely you know this indicator. MACD is built based on exponential moving averages, and it's useful for trend identification and momentum changes within a trend. MACD is also used for identifying divergences for spotting reversals. The next indicator is RSI, Relative Strength Index, and I am sure that you know this indicator. It is one of the most powerful indicators, especially for identifying overbought and oversold conditions, and also divergences for finding reversals. Many traders use RSI in their trading strategies. And the last indicator is stochastic oscillator, this one. And this is also a very popular indicator among traders, especially for buy-sell signals based on the crossovers of these two lines. Traders usually take bearish crossovers in overbought or bullish crossovers in oversold if the signal is in the same direction with the trend of the market. Alright, the next category, volatility indicators. Volatility indicators show the speed level of market activity. In other words, they help us to know how quickly the price is changing, and they do it by measuring how far the price is from the average. The first indicator that I want to introduce is Fromo channel, this one, which is written by Big Beluga. When the indicator is added to the chart, here you just need to go to the visual order, and then here in the visual order click on bring to front, so the candles will be colored based on the volatility. This indicator uses mix of volatility and momentum to determine the level of low activity in the market. When the candles are out of the bands, the candles become blue or green depending on the direction of the market, and it shows that the market is out of the squeezed condition and we have high volatility and momentum in the market. The next indicator, Bollinger Bands, this one, and definitely you know this indicator. It was created by John Bollinger and is one of the most commonly used volatility indicator among traders. The middle line here is a simple moving average with length of 20, and these red and green bands are two standard deviation from the moving average. This indicator is also used for identifying squeezed and out of squeezed condition, which can help traders with breakouts and measuring the levels of volatility in the market. And the last volatility indicator, TTM Squeeze Pro, this one, which is written by someone named BRD Fred. This is also a very useful volatility indicator that can help you with measuring different levels of volatility in the market. It is built based on Bollinger Bands and Keltner channels, and it can help you with different levels of squeeze in the market. This is also a useful indicator for breakout trading strategies because it gives you the signal when the market is out of the squeezed condition and moving in one direction. It also helps you with direction by the help of these histograms. You can know which direction the market is moving. Alright, the next category, price action indicators. These indicators can help us with price action trading. In other words, the concepts related to price action analysis. They cannot completely replace price action trading method, but they are a great help, especially for beginners. By the way, if you're interested to learn price action trading, recently I published a book, The Art of Price Action Trading, which is a comprehensive guide to price action analysis. The link is in the description and you can get it later if you want to master price action trading. Alright, getting back to the indicators, the first indicator that I want to introduce is Adaptive Trend Finder, this one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by Julian H.A. Alright, this indicator identifies the current trend of the market and it shows a trend channel on the price chart. This indicator is one of the best and most accurate price action indicator on TradingView that can effectively help you with trend channels on the price chart. The next indicator is volume-based support and resistance. This one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by Tommy F1001. Alright, this indicator identifies potential support and resistance levels on your chart. The unique feature of this indicator is that it identifies these levels based on high volume at fractal lows and highs, so it shows the levels that market participants showed more reaction to those levels. And another excellent feature of this indicator is that it doesn't identify the levels only for the current time frame but also for another 3 time frames, which here in the settings of the indicator you can set your desired time frames that you use in your trading strategy. This indicator helps you to effectively identify potential support and resistance levels on your chart based on the interest levels of market participants to significant levels of the price chart. And the third indicator, auto chart patterns. This one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by Trendoscope. Alright, this indicator helps you in identifying patterns like triangle, ascending triangle, descending triangle, falling wedge, rising wedge, and also horizontal channels. This indicator is one of the best indicators for showing these patterns and it can effectively help you to identify them on your price chart. The next category, volume indicators. Volume indicators are types of indicators that show traded volume in a time period, so you can have an evaluation on the interest levels of buyers or sellers in the market. The first volume indicator that I suggest is just an ordinary volume bar, this one, that are added below the chart in the form of bars in each period. This gives you a picture of the traded volume in each time period, and when analyzed in conjunction with price action or other indicators, it can help you to measure the strength of buying or selling pressure in the market. Alright, the next volume indicator is volume delta. We add this one, which is written by Hap Harmonic. This indicator is also an excellent volume indicator that can provide you more information regarding volume. This indicator, besides showing the total volume for each time period, it also gives you a measure on buying volume and selling volume separately. Here in this table, it shows live data for the current candle that is forming on the chart. You can see that it shows buying and selling volume separately and also their percentages for this candle that is forming on the chart. And for the previous time periods, you can see that similarly we have volume bar showing the level of volume for each time period, but each bar is shown by 2 colors, red and blue. When there is a larger portion of the bar in red color, it shows more selling volume, and when there is a larger portion of the bar in blue color, it shows more buying volume. And the third indicator, volume order flow profile. This one, activity and volume order flow profile, that is written by Algo Alpha. Alright, this indicator is a volume profile indicator and it shows levels of volume for different price ranges based on the look-back period that you choose. Here we have horizontal volume bars for each price range, and the excellent feature of this indicator is that it shows them separately for buying and selling volume, so you can have an evaluation of them separately. This indicator helps you to identify or further validate the significant levels on your price chart by the help of volume information for each price range. Alright, next category, smart money concept. These are indicators that are related to smart money concept method of trading. The first indicator that I want to introduce is Maxwell Price Action Suite, this one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by Maxwell Capital Trading. This indicator is one of the best indicators on TradingView for SMC method of trading. This is a comprehensive indicator that covers most of the concepts in this method of trading, and in the settings you can add or remove the features that you need in your trading strategy. Alright, next indicator, order block finder. This one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by someone named Wu Gomlo. This indicator is designed for identifying order blocks on the chart. So if identifying bullish order block and bearish order block is an important part of your trading strategy, this indicator is a great help for you. And the last indicator, volumetric fair value gaps. This one, which is written by Flux chart. Alright, this indicator is designed for identifying fair value gaps on the price chart. The excellent feature is that for the identified fair value gaps, the indicator also provides buying and selling volume separately, so you can have an evaluation on the relative strength of the identified fair value gaps. If you identify fair value gaps in your trading strategy, this indicator can effectively help you on this. Alright, now you may wonder what category of indicators you should choose. This is completely dependent on your trading strategy, whether you want to use a trend following strategy, reversal trading strategy, mean reversion strategy, volatility based strategy like breakout strategies, or price action strategies, and so on. For example, if your trading strategy is a trend following strategy and you intend to identify trends and then look for trading opportunities within the trend, for example in the pullbacks, so you need to have a trend indicator which will be used for identifying trends, and you need momentum indicator for identifying pullbacks and end of the pullbacks, and probably a range indicator to filter the signals during flat market. For a trend following strategy, you will not need, for example, volatility indicator. That would be just an extra indicator without providing any edge for you. Or if your trading strategy is a reversal trading strategy and you intend to catch the reversal points of the market, you will need a trend indicator and a momentum indicator like RSI to identify overbought, oversold, or divergences that are early signs for a reversal. And then further confirmation of reversal could be, for example, based on price action concepts or based on the trend indicator that is used in the trading strategy. In another example, if your trading strategy is a volatility based trading strategy like a breakout trading strategy, you will need a volatility indicator, volume indicator, and probably momentum indicator for more confirmation. But you will not need, for example, a trend indicator since your goal is just to catch the increased volatility in the market. Another example, if your strategy is a mean reversion strategy, you need to work with momentum indicators and volatility indicators since your goal is to find when the price is far above or below the average and you want to catch the short-term reversal of the market to the average price. Or another example, if you're purely focused on price action, so categories of price action indicators and SMC indicators are needed, and probably also volume indicators for more confirmation. So depending on your trading strategy, you need to choose a proper category of indicators, and then in each category choose one or two indicators that can effectively help you with your trading strategy. Please pay attention that you don't need more than 2 or 3 indicators on your price chart. Adding more indicators and cluttering your price chart with lots of indicators will not create more value for you, but it can also damage your trading strategy and decrease your edge. So I recommend not to have more than 2 or 3 indicators on your price chart, and instead try to master price action analysis and use a mix of indicators and price action trading that can effectively help you to find profitable trading opportunities in the market. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and leave a comment for me. I'll answer your questions as soon as possible. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you get the notifications of my new videos. See you guys in next video, and good luck with your trading.